with an internationally recognized researcher named Peter Levenda. Peter is what you would call an expert at the occult. When people start to understand more about the UFO phenomenon, and when they follow what Secret Machines is going to teach them, and mind you, as we'll talk about this in a little bit, it's not all coming from me, it's coming from other people of the highest places. The term the occult in that whole world is much more a part of the UFO phenomenon that's part of what makes it more complex than just little green men and flying saucers and tinfoil hats. There is a very, very strong link between what people think demons are from the Bible and other religions and the UFO phenomenon. And what you have is something that doesn't like man, something that doesn't like man, period, and something that feels either jealous of or has some kind of plan for what man is to be.
Effectively, you had some senior officers who were Christians who thought looking into this kind of voodoo stuff was dangerous. I was pulled into the office of one of these seniors. The senior looked at me in the eye and said, "I want this program to stop." He said, "Well, okay, but what's the rationale?" And he said, "Well, what you are looking at is something that is a demonic presence."
Disgruntled by these Christians, Lou left the Pentagon in 2017, but not before declassifying 3 videos. Lou's friend Christopher Millen leaked those videos to the New York Times.
It's bizarre and unfortunate that someone like myself has to do something like that to get a national security issue like this on the agenda. We knew and understood that you had to go to the public, get the public interested, to get Congress interested, to then circle back to the Defense Department and get them to start taking a look at it.
Well, he says the mutilations have not gone from animals to humans yet. You agree with that?
There have been some humans. It's a very, very sensitive subject. I'm going to steer away from that. But I will tell you that since the beginning of this year, there have been over 200 animal mutilations on Long Island. It's supposedly a big secret.
And you also believe that at one point there may have been some kind of a clash between American military forces and these UFO
That's
people?
one of the stories when we began to discover what I call the Grand Deception. Was in 1979, and apparently there was some kind of clash. 1983 is the date that I call that we finally recognized that we had made a disastrous mistake. And that's when MJ-12 realized that they were in deep, deep trouble. They had made a deal with these people, and it had not worked out, and now the question was what to do.
You got about a minute left. What would you like to say to people out there to prepare them for it? Now, you've made allusions a couple of times when I've had you on the program that something is coming. Something is coming. We've heard that before, something is coming. Why do you think something is coming? What's coming? And how should we get ready for it?
There's really no way to get ready for it. The reason I think it's coming is because I have contacts within the government that tell me that they're bracing themselves for something, but they're not going to tell us about it. George, maybe the cover-up was in our best interest, maybe not. Maybe the government underestimated the intelligence of the American people and decided we just couldn't handle it. But let me tell you this, the truth is still the truth, and nothing can change that. Not the military, not the government, and not me.
Don Lear, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to have you here, and I'm sure we'll have you back again.
Thank you.